following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Presumably they would fight for territory and mostly kill each other, but then we have the problem of the strongest, which is evolved through battle, being left.
Are you saying you need some kind of radioactive meteorite lizard destroyer suit? Like a great big acid-proof, plasma-proof, 10-foot tall, very articulated, non-crippled body replacement.
If we had more time, I'm sure I could create a coating for the suit that would be at least resistant to the acid they spray.
Well, we don't.
Yeah, I actually have a program I need Xander to make for me, but I don't think we even have enough time to explain how I need it to work.
No, you could write him a letter.
I suppose.
I foresee a lot of that in your future.
Yeah. So we're leaving at the end of today, or are we sticking it out one more?
I don't think we can stay around one more day. The rest will be making significant roads. We've been away enough days, and as it is, my explanation of our absence is only going to hold up for a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Plus, it'll be a little bit easier to do it at the end of today than at the end of tomorrow. Hong Kong, by the way.
Yeah.
So you can be with everyone else and meet your family and your Charles.
Life is much more difficult without Charles.
Yes, I remember when we had to get rid of our butler.
Some things become, or people become somewhat institutional, and you kind of take them for granted to an extent.
Wow, what an extremely clinical and robotic way of putting I have become accustomed to my friend's presence. Also, he's my butler.
Don't lose it.
And then Harbinger to deal with.
Has that really changed?
Well, no, but it's certainly closer to the front of my mind, considering he actually did follow us.
Well, follow you.
Sure. Back to the drawing board on that, I think. I'm not sure what to do, but I don't think it would be good for anyone if he leaves China.
I don't know, showdown time, is it?
I think so.
Oh, that'll be a fun-rich day.
Well, that's all the cleaning done.
Well, look at that. Tarps ahoy.
Yeah. These are all custom tarps. You see the little symbol on it.
Of course they are. You're going to have to spend those points on something.
Yeah, just something to keep you occupied.
Not the property of Donald the Strake. Not the property of the Dark Knight. Not.
Well, I'm going to go pop off and continue to assist in my brother's emotional development as a human.
I put my hand on her shoulder and be like, good luck.
Gonna need it.
I'll probably be in the chair by now.
Yeah. You don't know how early these were.
I don't know, but knowing my luck.
finish with the shower?
Okay, I'll share and I'll get changed and get downstairs to eat.
Your mother's like, sit. Sit. Good dog. Now, about what's happened to your sister. Now, I understand that she's got a job, a highly successful job, making the best use of her intellect,
Yes.
trying to help people and making a decent salary while she's at it. I don't have a problem with her dropping out of school. She's clearly made more of herself than you have, with all of the opportunities your intellect has gotten you. But what I am deeply concerned about is that she was involved in some sort of incident where many people died, and now she has an alien robot arm attached to her body. And you knew about
I
this.
did not know about the alien arm. Or what happened during the nerd murders.
Yes, you did. At 20.
Roll it, see if you get a 20.
No.
I was really expecting.
And
You kept her secret? Xander, what she's done is very dangerous, and she needs to be confined to an institution so that she can be studied.
No. She's been fine, Mum.
She's young. She doesn't understand that what these things do. Did you know Krell metal is itself a semi-living solid? It could try and take over her and consume the rest of her body. She doesn't know how to stop that. She's not old and mature enough to be able to resist the will of the machine. You can roll now.
That's terrible,
No,
dude.
it's on deception. So it's 14
What?
on deception.
No, what?
She's doing a good job.
Xander, if you know things...
I don't know enough. I haven't seen the results. She said that they've done extensive tests at SMAR.
Smartech isn't as reliable as a place like Terra Dino or even the Cold Rocks Hold. They have a very extensive medical establishment there, which it would be best for her to volunteer to be confined to.
The problem is it doesn't matter where she goes now. She's now cybernetic and one of the only last people with cybernetics. If people study her, maybe the same thing that happened with the nerd murders happened to her.
Xander, that makes no sense.
How?
They stopped it.
I was part of it, Mum.
Yes, I know.
I don't know what I did, Mum.
No one does, and be thankful. You should also perhaps not refer to it as what you did, but rather what you were compelled to do.
The worst thing is, even like
When the power of responsibility and decision-making is being taken away from you, feeling guilty over those actions is reductive.
I know. Sorry.
Yes, you are. I can see you are. Now, I have recommended to your sister, as her mother and a doctor, that she submit herself for proper testing by professionals, and the only real professionals are military doctors, but unfortunately she does seem to know her rights as a citizen rather well and cannot be compelled into that unless there is an obvious and immediate display of irrevocable or incapacitating mental breakdown. So I'm asking you, as a brother who cares for her sister, like you do, to convince her to surrender herself for study at a proper institution.
I won't do that, Mum. I think that's her biggest fear.
I see.
I
So you don't care.
care.
You hate her that much.
Don't, Mum. I care.
Do you know what could happen to her?
Yes, I do.
You know, I heard through colleagues that medical doctors in the super soldier program once tried to graft Krell robot arms onto soldiers in a similar manner. And what happened to them, Xander, as they were slowly eaten away, as their minds dissolved and became obedient servants to Ning the Nursulus, whoever that is? They lost everything. And more importantly, they stopped being useful. Do you want that to happen to your sister? Do you want her to be slowly eaten away by a robot? That could happen, perhaps, potentially.
But it could also, may not happen.
It's a gamble.
How about you make a compromise with her?
I'm listening.
Like, she wants to carry on doing what, pursuing.
Of course, she
the
can
project.
still do that.
Yeah, but say she gets checked to see if it's progressing any further. E.g., in 6 months' time, how far has it grown any further? If it's starting to change her, because obviously it would change her physiology. I don't know anything about this, so I'm just guessing here.
Deception check on that one.
It's much better.
It's decent.
It's 20.
Now, you do seem remarkably well informed.
And then if nothing happens, and then push it out to a year. And if nothing happens after that, a bit longer. But keeping her, so she'd do her studying while in a confined space. I can't.
This is also, on the other hand, an altruistic bent, an opportunity for the lost prosthetics technologies which have helped so many to perhaps be rediscovered more quickly. I can't imagine that the two of you would be so selfish as to deny veterans and the crippled and injured a possibility of returning to a more normal life, far ahead of where the world might rediscover that technology too. These kind of living examples, not only could they help themselves by being properly monitored and studied, but could help so many others as well. I'm just going to roll my persuasion here. That's hot. That's super hot.
What is that against?
20.
Insight to resist being deceived?
Oh, my insight's
23.
fucking terrible.
23.
Is it insight to resist being deceived?
Yes.
I'll fail that. My insight's not that high too. Yeah.
Is it?
Well, it's either that or perception.
It still wouldn't matter.
I believe it's
Perception.
usually insight, just like it's the equivalent of sense motive. So,
Yeah.
And my awareness is terrible.
but the thing is, she's not deceiving you.
No, she's actually right. I know she is.
She's just being dishonest about her motives.
I know. She really wants that fucking crowd tech.
No, you do.
I do.
You just want to harvest your sister, so the annoying parts will go away, and you'll have cool robots.
Seems cool, dude.
Full legit.
Yeah, because of the way insight works. It's insight to determine true motive, in the same way it would be to see through a lie.
Yeah, what I just finished saying.
So yeah, so she. Oh, I believe what she's saying to be exactly what. Not that it's the other way around.
Think about it, at least. For the children. And the veterans.
I'll ask her if she will at least submit details about it.
No. Anyway, I have to go. Very important day of work today.
What's on today?
Well, we've got some burn victims come in, and they've been burned by an interesting kind of fire, and treatment is not working. So we're in the middle of trying to find out how we can.
Fire? What kind of fire?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Is it still burning? I'm sorry.
Well, the flesh appears to be reacting as though it still was very slowly. It's an interesting case, but
Fuck.
Anyway, I shouldn't be late. Please think on it. Wait. Take off your gloves. Grab your hands, be like, no. I was just briefly paranoid that you had a robot hand too for some reason. Never mind. I really need to take more time off. hair. Be good, Xander. For the love of God, be good. She'll pick up her stuff and leave.
Mum put gloves back on as she leaves. Put the crowd back in pocket. Ugh.
The sound of the world's largest popcorn kernel popping up the stairs. Hi.
Oh, hello. That was perfect timing.
I know. I'm always perfect. Anyway, I sense you're about to cook large amounts of food for me.
Yes, I am.
Cool. Here's some beans. I stole them from a homeless guy.
You took them from the apartment.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be in the shower real quick.
All right.
Pete.
I'll cook some breakfast.
Give me a cooking check for whatever you're doing plus the beans. It's 2 rolls.
Can't really fuck up beans.
Four's unallowed.
Oh no, 4's unallowed.
No, it's 14 on the beans.
Oh, you needed 15. Beans is a super high DC bean.
Xander's DC's just fucking 15 higher on cooking cheese.
Kinda, yeah. Just for no good reason.
And that is 16
Okay, but what was the 16 on?
on everything else.
What was the everything else you're doing?
I'd be cereal,
Yay
toast.
clusters, bunch of hexagons,
Toast.
toast.
I don't have to roll. No, I don't have to roll for toast.
It's specialised.
No roll needed. No roll needed for
It's
toast.
eggs on toast.
It says no roll needed for
Oh,
toast.
it's for the eggs then.
It's for the eggs. It's always for the eggs.
Where eggs? Oh yeah, Mum brought eggs.
Double eggs.
16 on eggs, huh? I mean, I wouldn't have cracked a Cadbury's cream egg into a pan.
How do you fuck up an egg?
No, you good.
Crunchy. Delicious.
Sister comes back downstairs. She's wearing some kind of Chinese, highly ornate dress.
Looks good.
So, oh my god, you actually did it? Beans.
That looked like the rabbit last night.
Blah.
Oh, please. At least.
It's metal. Needed that. How are you doing? You sounded pretty down on yourself.
Oh,
Everything's awful and made of garbage.
no, it's been tough.
Yeah, but you surpassed it and overcame. You should be more upbeat about this.
I just seem every time we win, I've got so much that needs to be done before the invasion, before the Edomites.
Don't even worry about those. I mean, eventually yes, but right now, you can let it go.
Black Rose Syndicate at the moment.
I mean, you beat them once, you'll do it again.
Yeah, there'll be more.
How many people do you know broke up, saved one of the world's most powerful superheroes from a sex syndicate? Huh? How many people?
3.
3. 2 if you don't count Sophie yet.
That,
I mean, I know it was horrifying, but you beat it.
I know.
And now it's done and gone.
I hope, but no, we took him down. It was DMV, ex-DMV.
I mean, that was inevitable, wasn't it? The McClintock era was pretty damn oppressive, from what I can gather.
And if
I mean, we did live through it.
if he got away with actually using the armor that he'd made, and yeah, there was armor made.
Oh, right, on the Dr. Destructor robot, I momentarily forgot.
Yeah. Which, again, still wouldn't have been very good. Mum's trying to convince me to convince you.
I'm a citizen. I can't be
I
compelled
know.
to any kind of institution for any reason other than diminished capacity.
I said I might make the only suggestion I could make was getting checked 6 months, then a year just for progression. Because that's what she's that's what she seems to be most afraid of.
I'm not going into no military medical facility.
No,
I'll never come out.
But you can do it at the hospital.
They
She
wouldn't have the
works.
facility. Yeah, think about it though. They can go there and they're going to be like, we don't have any capability of doing this. Then they'll call in the military guy and be like, "No, our lab is so much." And then, then I never come out, and I'm 32 years old, hooked up to a machine.
Don't you have the technology at Smart?
Duh.
And then have them to check it, even have them involved to watch it being checked.
I already used the facilities there to check myself.
Yeah,
And Thomas is a decent robot mechanic.
that's the other thing she's...
Check me out.
I'm eating.
What? I'm not allowed the occasional thought. Okay, I should just be a robot.
If I told you what I'm thinking, you'd... Don't worry.
Well, it can't be any worse than what I'm thinking.
Yeah, actually, it probably could.
Yikes.
Yikers, dude.
Xander.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
You named your fucking kid Xander.
He was dead, dude. He was
It's
my boy and he was dead.
Anyway, not said.
It should be sweet. It's not. You can only think of the negatives.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you want to have a look through my code, but I guarantee you won't understand it. This is not really code. How are you coming with your practice?
I'm doing much better, and
It's not what you said last night.
I'm better than I was the first time. But again, learning a lot of the Dr. Destructo code, that's...
I'm assigning you homework.
Oh, please no more.
I require that you play The Sims for 1 hour every 3 days.
Why?
Video games affect you.
Yeah.
The Sims is about achieving objectives and making happiness. Green Diamond. I think it will have a positive effect on your personality long term that might counteract some of the negative effect from certain other things with Afro guys.
You mean other games?
You know I'm right.
I know.
Because I'm always... Well, I'm not always right.
Also, the
Here's an admission
games...
for you.
The games skew me. And I'm trying...
Sorry, they scare you?
Skew.
I shouldn't be having that much of an effect this fast.
No, they don't have a huge effect, but I know that they will.
Well, that's why I'm recommending that. That's your prescription for Dr. River. Go on, say it. I know you want to.
No.
Because I know you do.
No.
You do need to take out your resentment against me somehow.
What resentment?
The subliminal resentment that you're not aware of. I am a massive burden.
No, you're not. You're probably the least.
Oh yeah,
burden.
come over here and pick me up then.
Give me a minute.
Alright. You don't have your games on you.
Where'd you put them?
Ah, we've come to that. I've hidden them somewhere on the property. In order to find them, you will have to decipher a series of clues, each more fiendishly devilish than the last. Well, the first clue is when you washed the first one away. You're not going to be needing this. Good egg. Yes, you do. Yeah. It's 5:23 in the morning. You do.
Oh.
No, Thomas had time to clean his entire black cave. Stupid fucking name. It's not even Black Knight.
That's not even what it's called.
Wouldn't it be called the Iron Soph Cave?
No! What are you, an idiot?
Then what would you call it?
Oh, I wouldn't presume, to be honest. I don't like naming other people's things, as you know.
I named his phone upstairs. I'll check the bathroom for any clues.
Oh, in the sink, there's like a little bit of paper.
I'll look at the piece of paper.
I can't be bothered. It's in your room under your bed.
Go into my room, check under my bed.
There's a piece of paper.
Yes, paper. Read a piece of paper.
It would help if I folded this down. There we go. This always makes things go from floppy to hard, and sometimes the other way around. Now he's wondering where he keeps his porn.
Under the bed.
You never store it there.
That's weird.
Put it in your sock drawer under the socks.
Under the comfort.
Or on your hard drive under the folder called program files.
I'll check the computer.
Okay, you check the computer.
You don't hide it in System 32.
No.
The disk drive? From floppy to hard drive?
There.
There's
drive, yeah.
There's a
Why would
paper in the
you? Why would
disk
you? Just don't. Please don't.
drive. He charges $1 million a shot.
Charges $1 million a shot. I have no idea. It's too early.
Would it ever be on time, Peter?
No. No, I wouldn't have a clue.
Oh well, I guess you don't need your games today.
I
then.
do need my games today. Where did you hide them?
Really? You've given up already?
Yes!
I'll give them back to you if you fulfill a simple little request of mine.
What's the request?
Can I tell you later?
No.
I guess you don't need your games then.
I got stung with your requests last time you did it to me.
That worked out to your net benefit.
No, it didn't. It worked out to your benefit.
That's the same thing.
Fine. One thing.
Here you go.
What was the clue anyway?
The man with the golden gun case. You need to watch good movies and not just all of that cartoon sex stuff.
What cartoon sex stuff?
You know, with the girls and the tits and they're all in high school for some reason? I'm sure that's not a thing that exists. But
It probably won't.
That stupid car wash
the
thing.
stupid car wash thing for one?
That's Brooke's video.
Uh-huh. Why is it in your room?
What do you mean it's in my room?
I mean, it's in your room.
Don't show it's a blue disc.
What?
It's not the blue disc, is it? But it's alright.
Weird.
Right, have you had enough? Would you like some more?
I mean, I'm always up for making fun of you some, but I think you don't need it.
Put game case back
See,
on.
already I'm a burden. I'm annoying.
I'm not a
You
burden.
fucking hate me.
I don't hate you.
I
Dislike
don't
you
think-
some days.
I don't think you're ever going to forgive me for choosing Brooke over you when I was younger. No.
No,
No, I can tell.
no,
Also,
no.
like, you said so.
Yeah, as a child, when you look back on it, I was, and still am, the nerdy kid that
I got such a geek. Like for starters, why is there so many women who want you? Like, that's why we need to vet them very, very carefully, because some of them are probably just after you because you're a big famous hero, and they don't really care about the Xander Magruder who could. Never. Never.